A group of U.S. sailors and Marines endured nearly a year of torture after being captured by North Korea at the start of the Vietnam War.
Decades later, survivors of the USS Pueblo attack continue to meet every other year. CBS 8's Abby Black is live in Mission Valley tonight to show us this year's reunion and their message directly to you. Abby?
Jesse and Carlo, about a handful of survivors from the USS Pueblo attack are reuniting here this weekend at the Handlery Hotel in Mission Valley. Tonight, I sat down with Bob Chica. He's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who now lives in Bonita. He's an open book about his survival. He says this is the last reunion that they'll have, but not the final chapter in their story. U.S. Marine Corps veteran Bob Chica says that he was 23 years old when he was stationed in Japan and ordered to serve as an interpreter on the USS Pueblo to spy on North Korea.
It was just a temporary assignment for 30 days.
A temporary assignment in 1968 that led to nearly a year in captivity, beaten and tortured by North Koreans.
It was a day-to-day trying to stay alive.
The North Koreans surgically operated on Chica twice to remove the shrapnel from the attack on the USS Pueblo.
They started with their bigger shells shooting at the ship, and they came right through the side of the ship and blew up. And it was that killed the other guy and wounded me and a couple other people.
He went through 11 surgeries, but all 83 American troops on board endured a lifetime of injuries.
It took me months to realize no help was coming. I thought they would come. We're sitting tied up and blindfolded on the deck.
They waited for 11 months, and on December 23, 1968, they were released to the U.S.
One of the wives of one of the senators there said, give them what they want and deny it in the same letter.
Chica shares his heroic story with an eerie sense of ease, but he grows emotional talking about the homecoming.
All these people cheering us.
A few years went by and their commander threw a Christmas party for the survivors.
Very emotional time.
55 years later, more than half the crew has died, but the survivors continue to meet every 2 years.
You think that you never want to see these guys again, but just the opposite is the truth, that you do want to see them.
Chica says that he has moved on from the trauma, but he still holds on to the camaraderie.
It's over. It's really silly. I'm really happy I went through it. Not many people get a chance to run through something like that. I learned an awful lot about myself. It was a very difficult time. It aided in my life since. I sure as hell don't want to do it again.
This reunion is also an opportunity to raise awareness about the need to be compensated for the from the U.S. victims of state-sponsored terrorism fund. They and other survivors and their families are also here to encourage Congress to act now before the money runs out. To learn more, go to CBS8.com. Carlo and Jesse.